A woman's instinct to fix and nurture conveniently ignores the fact that bad boys don't respond to good intentions. Still, they love the idea of converting them to committed partners or husbands. Bad boys are so alluring and addictive. We've created this video to help women slow down and manage their expectations. This is Psychology Element, and here are 14 types of men you need to avoid. Number 14. The man who thinks that he is better than his ex. If a man can only say negative things about the lady he dated or his baby mama, he sure is the dramatic type. He is masking his own mistakes by discrediting other people's feelings. In a relationship, one person is never completely guilty while the other is completely innocent. If that's how he puts it, he'll make it a big deal if the two of you don't work out. It could also mean that he is controlling and will always want to do things his way. Number 13. The man who sends mixed signals. Have you heard of a man who's inconsistently great? You have effortless conversations, and he's such a gentleman when he's around. Inconsistent partners put you through a loop of frustration. They always come back around the time when you've decided to move on. A man who doesn't pursue you consistently doesn't care about you. If he texts you professing his love for you but won't give you a call or take you out on a date, he's keeping you close only when it's convenient for him. He'll cancel plans as soon as he makes them. Most of these men are dating multiple ladies. Number 12. The man who opens up too much about himself on a first date. The essence of going out is to get to know each other. When in doing that, the man mostly and intentionally discloses the things that didn't work out for him. That's a tip-off. It's a sign of a man who blames external factors for how he turned out and never takes responsibility for his actions. He could also be leaning into your empathy and nurturing nature to keep you in his corner. That is controlling and manipulative and is meant to throw you off balance emotionally. Number 11. The man who comes on too strong. Have you met a man with bold statements of love even before you get to know him? It can seem romantic and scary at the same time. Ladies do appreciate direct and communicative men. However, if the man has excessively bold gestures too early in the relationship, that's a sign of a narcissist or a clingy man. It's all romantic at first when he's all over your space, until you realize that you can't have anything of your own. The nurturer in a woman does not mind losing herself to a man. Noticing such signs early on in the relationship will insulate you from such extremes even with a narcissist. Number 10. The man who prefers to go with the flow. There are circumstances where going with the flow works perfectly. In a relationship, the chances that the odds are against you are very high. A man needs to figure out what he wants. If he suggests that you go with the flow, then take caution and don't be romantically involved with him. Accepting the lack of clarity and direction allows him to string you along. Once he feels he can do that, then he erases the possibility of actually committing to you. He doesn't want to feel responsible or tied down, and that will soon tire you out. It's better to let him be transparent and clear with his intentions for you. Number 9. When you're in his company, you're compelled to be someone you're not. Do you constantly feel the need to be a certain way to impress him? If this wasn't happening in any of your previous relationships, then most likely the man is projecting his picture of his ideal woman onto you. In most cases, men lean into your desire to be there for them to suggest how you can do that. This is not entirely wrong, except when his intention is to reshape your whole world, including the people you interact with. A good man should be able to embrace your world even as he improves it. Number 8. The guy who's married or taken. It might seem obvious that women should avoid such men, but it's not that easy. He could be the coworker you're frequently paired with, or the one with easygoing conversations. A married man is comfortable to be around because they're somewhat emotionally and mentally stable. They draw their confidence from the consistent affirmation of their partners or the fact that they have a family to go back to. That sense of responsibility can make them passionate about what they do. If this guy is your coworker, their friendship is settling, not to mention how easy conversations are because you won't need to filter or impress the guy. When actual feelings start to be exchanged, it's not easy to ignore that buildup. Sometimes the attraction is just a buildup, but if he promises to leave his partner for you, let him do it before committing to anything with this guy. By the way, if you're finding this video valuable so far, then make sure to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and why not subscribe so you can keep learning more? It's free. Number 7. The flashy lifestyle kind of guy. This is a man who makes it obvious that he earns a lot of money. Such men are more interested in short-term sexual relationships. They'll most likely not be invested in you or any children you have with them in the long term. They're not emotionally available and more likely to cheat. Some will overwhelm you with gifts and classic dates in the early stages of the relationship. This is called love bombing, and it's a typical sign of a narcissist. Have a look at the series of videos on our channel to learn more. Number 6. The man who has just had a traumatic experience. This includes losing his mom or someone who was a motherly figure or coming out of a long-term relationship. When such a thing happens, it triggers an identity challenge and breaks down the emotional defenses of the man. As a result, they are able to express strong feelings which might seem very authentic but won't be available for the long term. If you're trying to support a man who's been through such an experience, be sure not to be romantically involved with him. Clearly state that you're not available for an intimate relationship until such a time as both of you are sure that the trauma has passed. Number 5. The passive man. Men can be shy when they really like you and have no idea how you'll perceive them. But have you met a man who won't talk to you in person, but will always text you? This man is not just shy, he's also non-committal. He might be entertaining you to keep you warm and cozy for the day when he comes demanding the big chops with minimal investment. One who'll only talk to you when he is high or drunk is also a passive kind of man. If you're looking for a solid long-term relationship, this is a man who'll struggle to make decisions that concern the two of you. It also tells you that the picture they have of you may not be long-term. Number 4. The guy who has excessive baggage. This includes but is not limited to childhood trauma, a tough financial situation, or serious debt. The problem is not that he has been through such problems, but how much of him is still stuck in these situations. When you meet such a man, you feel a sense of purpose in the relationship, and that's very seductive to the nurturer in you. It's possible to fall in love with the idea of who the man will be, which is not a foundation for a stable relationship. Number 3. The overconfident workaholic. This is the man who can pay his bills and meet your needs, but has no social life. When it seems more important to him that he's making money than growing up, he has been socialized to believe that women mostly need a provider. With such a man, you might struggle having conversations around money. Secondly, this is a man who'll be looking for a housewife, not someone who is his peer and can help make decisions financially. Number 2. The stingy man. This man is clearly doing well for himself, but it always seems like a burden when you ask. He seemed okay with spending money on dates during the initial stages of your relationship, but after some time, he only has enough for weekends with his buddies. We don't encourage women to be overly dependent on their husbands. However, a man who'd rather spend money with his friends won't be available for you when you need him to be financially responsible. Number 1. The man without a dream or vision. This is the guy who feeds off your nurturing and caregiving nature. He talks about his goals and bright future a little too often in a bid to encourage you. He likes to have the best in life, yet he conveniently counts on you to fund most things. This is a man who's not taking care of himself or is battling an addiction like drinking or gambling. You'll find that the more you give, the more resentful you'll feel towards him. You can't fix him at the expense of yourself. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to like this video to let the algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like these.